Testing microphone 1, 2. Checking microphone 1, 2. Hey everybody, how's it going? Biff back with you again tonight. Playing a little bit more FM24. Let's start up Steam here. How's everybody doing? Let's see. It says I have a Streamlabs chatbot, but I canceled Streamlabs. So maybe it's Streamlabs free version or whatever. Do I have another discovery queue? I do, but I'm not going to look at it in Steam. Kind of getting a late start tonight because because I needed to come in and clean up some stuff I had uploaded to YouTube. And by clean it up, I just mean putting up thumbnails and changing some of the text in the description of the video. So nothing major, but it took me about 20 minutes or so to do it. So very nice Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Delicious, refreshing. Can't beat it, really. So my wife did go to the store today. She did get some ingredients that she needed to do make some more homemade chicken soup. As I said, her and my daughter are pretty much over this cold, but I am not yet. So she's made it for all of us. And it's really interesting because I had two bowls of it, two big bowls of it, but I didn't feel like I overate. It's not heavy. It's not a heavy meal. It's got noodles, it's got carrots, onions, celery. She uses chicken breasts on the bone because that's where all the flavor is, and meat is in the bone. And she uses some bouillon cubes. That's it. Some garlic, some spices. But it's not heavy. It's not a heavy meal. I ate two big bowls of it. And I was just thinking now, it's about, a couple hours ago that I ate. And I still feel full, but it's not a heavy fullness. It's really good. Really good soup. I love it. And my wife, just like she comes home, it takes her about an hour to prepare it. And she's in the kitchen. She's got her earbuds on. And she's listening to music and doing her thing. She loves to cook. And she's excellent at cooking. So I'm a very blessed man. My boys. We just had a game yesterday against Boston, or earlier today against Boston. They were 21st in the league when we played them, 20th, 19th. Media prediction is that they're going to go down. They're going to get relegated. But they win 2-1. Again, couldn't score. Our top scorer for the season, Aiden Rutledge, injured. He could not play. So Thiele is not reliable. He had what, a 6.96? Is that what he had for the last game? He made 6 appearances, 2 substituted on. He's got 2 goals. He's got a goal recently. He's got expected goals for 90 minutes, I guess. 2.5. His average rating, though, is 6.8. He's got a lot of negatives. He's training subpar. He has work to do on his crossing. He's not consistent. He's fairly susceptible to injuries. He's a bit unsettled. He is, because he wants to play more. He is we've got him contracted to be what was the thing? A squad player. He's a squad player, which is what he agreed to. So I slammed my team because they lost to the 19th ranked team in the league. I mean, we got to go in there and we got to win these games. Excuse me. We have to win these games. The next game is against Sutton. Got to win that game. What are my transfers looking like? I inquired about him. I offered this guy a contract. He's a striker. I think he inquired about him. I inquired about him. Oh, we negotiated something with him, I guess. I don't know. Don't remember. I'd like to get him as a loan. I don't know why I can't get these guys for loans. Oh, they're willing to take half that. I'm not going to pay you anything for him. What do you think of me now? I'll give you 2K. Take it or leave it. Nope. I'll give you 10K. Oh, man. Come on, Scunthorpe. Come on, Winthorpe. You guys sleep on it. We were the more dominant side in the second half. Yeah, this is us right here. Basically, our analyst team lied to us. They said that they're struggling on defense recently, and we could not break through until that 60th minute. We were not getting shots off. We scored none of our 9 shot attempts from inside the penalty area. It's probably because I had Sealy in there, and I took him out at halftime, and I should have taken him out earlier because he just was doing nothing in the game. Che Ruddy. Toby Collier. Nope. Can you stop scouting those guys? Nope. Oh, you guys can have that. You guys can have that. I'll give you 50% of the next sale. Nope. What can I add? Oh, wait. The loan offer. I can do a loan. Transfer offer 0. Now they're going to offer to loan him to me. A playing wage contribution. It's not letting me select it. Why? Let me go back. I mean, I'd like to sign this guy maybe at some point. He's 4-star potential. Good signing for the future. He's only a C plus though. $23 years old. Hey, what's up, Alex? How's it going, man? Sorry, just lined up with the game here. How's it going, Jerome? Blessed, what's up, guys? Welcome in. Yeah, I know. Center back and striker. I want him more than I want this guy, but I do need a midfielder. So I don't know. But they basically want let's see, this is 12, that's 300. They basically want 1150 per week for him. I mean, I could probably get some more money, but right now we're negative 942. I think I'm gonna wait and see what this other guy wants. They won't let me make an adjustment now. Okay, well, hopefully I'm gonna just say goodbye to this guy then. Reject the offer. I really want to get the striker. Let's see, extracurricular. Yeah, I know. How long was left on his contract? Shrimpton. Like 5 months, 6 months, end of the year. I mean, I've already got I've got 3 midfielders that I can use. I just have to rotate them out, I guess. And actually, Lee Ji-hoon has turned out to be really good this year. He's 2.5 stars right now. He's 18 years old. He's got 5-star potential. My youth system is working really good because I've got like at least a half a dozen 5-star potentials in there. So under 21s. Let's get you guys doing a match review. And we'll do a extracurricular. Oh. Where's my under 18s? Where's their schedule? I don't have a game for 2 weeks. Maybe try to schedule a friendly in there somewhere. Two weeks here. Let's try to arrange a friendly for what, the 21st? See if we can maybe make some money. Where is how do I get to my under 18s team? Under 18s matches. I just look at that. Okay. This is the one I was looking at scheduling for. Oh, I want to look at their competitions. Bristol Rovers. I want to play a team that's better than me. Of course, it's probably going to be tougher to find somebody of the same reputation, maybe larger reputation. How about Exeter under 18s? And then this would be the 28th, so the 7th. March 7th. How about Woking? There's a Woking here. The senior squad's playing Woking also. So let's see, 7, 14, 21, 28, 7, 14. I need one for the 21st. And the 21st, we're playing, the senior team's playing Harrogate. You choose an under 21 as a third or fourth choice. Okay, so we got the 21st, the 28th, 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th. And then this is like, what, a week and a half? This is 2 weeks. So we could try to squeeze another friendly in there for the 4th. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm putting these in here is because at this point in the season, they've skipped to playing the league games every 2 weeks. So I want to keep them playing, and I don't necessarily want to do it with a match practice. I just want to do it with friendlies. So that's why I'm scheduling friendlies. Um, I guess it doesn't matter. Aldershot. Oh, we're playing Aldershot down here. Dorking. And then there's almost a month here. Oh, this is the playoffs, right? No, this is regular. So now there's almost a month between games at the end of the season here. So I got to put in a couple more friendlies in here. Oh, that must be playoffs, right? Is this play? It can't be playoffs, but it's not on my schedule. I have to wait and see. Anyways, hey, Blessed. Thank you. At this moment of time with Football Manager 26 coming, I'm not too bothered about friendlies. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I don't want to play the same teams like week after week, you know? So there's the 14th. That one's coming up. 1 week, 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 yeah. I just want to make sure that it's spread out. It's not like I got like 3 games in 1 week or something when I don't need to. So yeah, I'm not really interested in Fiagra Pegro. He's a goalkeeper. I got a pretty good goalkeeper right now. Staff meeting. He would improve if he started knocking the ball past the opponent. We'll start training him then. He should be made available for loan in order to help him reach his tremendous potential. Yeah, sure. We should have playing time as fringe player as a better fit for his role and provide better balance within the rest of the squad. What's his current regular starter? I can take him back to squad player. He's currently seen as a regular starter, but I recommend changing his status to a fringe player because that's what I recommend. So I think you should do it. So why don't you just click on this over here and do what I recommend you should do? He's what, a regular starter? I'll take him down to a squad player. People are going to complain. Will Dawes. Will Dawes had more potential than this until he broke his, what was it? Was it his ankle or something? I mean, my guy, yeah, sports hernia, out for 4 weeks. He had more potential than this. He was like 3.5 stars. Dave Barnes. Move on. Looks like we got ads starting soon. Yep, I move on. Move on. I know you just told me about him, right? I know. Look at he's 5-star potential. I know. Let's get him in the team. Let's get out there training him, Nick. Get somebody out there training him. Don't sit in here talking to me. Okay. I can't guarantee that they're going to send you on this coaching course because they rejected like the last 5 requests to go on a coaching course. Yeah, that's true, but also it could be another it could be that another staff member's looking at him and saying, "Well, I think he's only 2.5 star." See, I think these star things, they should be a they should be a consensus of your whole team. Not like, well, this guy got scouted by Scout B. This guy got scouted by Scout A. This guy got scouted by the assistant, by the director of football. It should be a consensus, like a combination of all the scouting, bring it all together in a star rating. Let's see, transfers. Charlie Ondo. Are they going to let me adjust the finances again? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send Sealy out. Sealy wants to go out on loan. I'm going to send him out because he wants to go out on loan. He's not happy here. He's not getting the playing time he wants. Um, and we're going to set him up. We're going to set him up on he wants to do a loan. So give me 100% of his salary. You can have him till the end of the season. Have him to the end of the season. You can play him wherever you want to play him. Can play in cup matches. It cannot be terminated. Go. I'm done with that boy. I'm disappointed to have to report to you, Stuart, that even though you're a 18 physio, my team has suffered more long-term injuries this year than any other year that I've played this game. And I'm going to be looking for a physio 19 or 20 at the end of the season. Yeah, coaching course, rejected, rejected. Okay, Woking under 18s. We got games coming in here. Do a match review. We'll do a bonding over here. Match practice 3 days before a game. Is that going to be enough? Let's go with another recovery. Double recovery. Yeah, I think I've got a head physio and I've got a physio. And I fired my previous head physio because he was only an 8. And so I fired him and I got this guy. He's an 18. And it just seems like I would think with a head physio of 18, that the number of injuries would go down a little bit, but it just doesn't seem that way. I know I've got a lot of guys on high injury risk trying to ease up on the training. This is all light training for the next week. But yeah, it's just crazy. He would like to go out on loan. Well, let's get him into the team. Whether you're tired or not, Ross, guess what? You're going to be playing. You're tired? Too bad. You're playing. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it started back here in December when I had, in 25 days, I had 8 games. I had a game every 3 days. And I'm trying to rotate the guys, trying to get them resting them after matches and stuff. And you can see my form. It just played havoc with my form because I couldn't keep the guys rested enough. Available first team players for under 21s match. When's the under 21s match? It is tomorrow. And what you're saying, they'll be back in time to be available and should be fully recovered for the next first team fixture against Sutton in 4 days. Sure. These guys are tired anyway. I promise they'll be back. They'll be fine. Ah, brother. And then, yeah, I don't know. This game, like I said, in a lot of ways, this game is like looking through a glass darkly. You can't even tell what's happening. Nobody knows what's happening. I don't think anybody knows really what's going on in the engine. What is actually occurring? Cannot be registered for the next match. Why? How do I find out about that? It says he can't be registered for the next match. I got too many players or what? Wanted by Yeovil. He's wanted by Yeovil on a transfer. So maybe somebody will come in and take him. Make Brian available. Make Can available. Collins. Make him available. He's going to be tired for the next match, so I'll guarantee it. He's going to be tired. He's retiring. Make him available. Ollie Scott, if he can play, let him play. Krask is losing sharpness. Make him available. Register Marvin Johnson to play for the senior squad. Let's see. There's Marvin Johnson. Here he is. He played in our last match, I think. How do I register him? Can you tell me if it looks like he's registered or not? Don't need to register a non-league. Okay. I guess I don't need to register. Okay, what's going on now? Ryan Glover. As soon as you come back, Ryan, I promise I will play you. Oh, I know what I want to do. We're going back to our basic I want Jewett White over here. Switch you guys around. Youth leagues are basically step 4-3 in non-league. Ollie Scott. Ollie, you can, I think Dan Martin's going to come in for you, Ollie. Maybe we can have you on the bench, Ollie. You can play defensive midfielder also as a segundo volante. Sealy, you are going to be going on loan, so I need to find... Should I go with, oh, Sykes is injured, that's right. He's going to be back in full training tomorrow, so you're going to start. I'm playing against Sutton. Sutton is 14th. I wish I could get Glover playing again. Allie, you're going to be on the bench because you can play pretty much anywhere up front. You can play any of these positions. Mendy. All right, let's see. Who is in the team? Collins is lacking sharpness, but he is going to play in the game. Marshall is maintaining sharpness. Sykes is supposed to be coming back from injury in a couple of days. Tomorrow. Player of the week, Mike Bridge. No offers for Sealy. Despite my best efforts to drum up interest in this player, there aren't any clubs who seem to be thinking signing him on loan is a good option at the minute. He wants to sign. You're going to take him? He can play center back. He can play center forward. This be a transfer? Percent of next sale, 4.7K. We'd have him for 2 years. And he wants to be a squad player. Come on in, kid. Score some goals for me. Only one player wants to score goals on this team. Happy to be signing such a good player. Has the potential to be a key player for the club. This guy's injured again. He came into the team like a month ago. He never played a game. He was injured the 4th day that he was with the club. He's just coming back from injury. He's out now for 6 to 7 days. What? Ollie. You haven't been injured. You had a hernia back in January. Oh, that's the one with us. But before that, you hadn't been injured for like a year and a half. And now you're coming in with a 4-week hernia. You're coming in with a week and a half twisted knee. What's going on, buddy? I feel slighted. I'm slightly happy also for signing you. Or bringing you in on loan, I guess it was. Can I terminate his loan? Let's see. Terminate his loan. What a waste. I paid this guy how much have I paid you so far, Ollie? You've been on salary $750 a week. That's $3,000 I've paid you so far. You haven't played a minute of a game. Oh, Ollie, come on, man. What is this? Big win over Newport County. Barnes has a 10. Look at this. 4 goals for Barnes. I think with this new guy coming in, I might have to send Barnes out on loan. With this new guy coming in, get him really developed. 4 goals, 6-2. Torquay snap up Ondo. Where is he? Is he down here? There he is. So he's going to be, he's 6'1". He's got jumping of 13. He's got heading of 12. He could actually come in for Campos. He's a central defender. Yeah, Campos is 3-star. I want to get him in the game, though. No, I need to play him in another 21 game or an under 18 game. He doesn't have any sharpness. It's too bad he couldn't have come in before this game. Here. Oh, can I still get him in that game? How about if I transfer him down to, it's under 21's game, right? Under 18s. Let's see if I can get him in the under 18s for tomorrow. Get him in the under 18s game for tomorrow. No, you don't care about sharpness? Yeah, I think I need to loan Barnes out. He's just not... Now with a new striker coming in, he's not going to get the... he's not going to get the game time that he needs. Williams. Jason Williams. This is our potential 4-star goal, 5-star goalkeeper. Will Dawes is injured. Come on, game. Cut me some slack, will you? Okay, let's see. Will Dawes just coming back from sports hernia. He was out for 4 weeks. He's played, I don't know, 3 or 4 games for us since then. He's played like... He was out here. So he's played 7 games for us. What was he out for? He was out this whole time with a sports hernia. He's injured again. Oh, brother. Unbelievable. It's just a parade of injuries. And this guy's got this big smile on his face. I'm disappointed to have to report that Will Dawes is in some discomfort after training today, and the left winger looks to be suffering from a tight hamstring. All the while, he's got a smile on his face. Like, oh, man. Transition phase. Let's practice transition. I think this is the last one, too. We should focus on our transition play to attempt to nullify this threat. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to technical, transition, restrict. Specific work on transitioning to defense after losing possession by restricting the space in which the blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's what we're going to work on because you said I need to work on my transition game. Okay. So in possession, out of possession. Let's go to a let's see. I don't think I need to regroup. They might tell me to just shoot on target or shoot on sight because I didn't score from like 9 shots from inside the box last time. They're like, just shoot on sight. Just tell your players, once you see that goal, you just let it fly. You just let it fly. What's the opposition? Scott, you're only 5'8". You're not very strong. What's your foot? Your right foot is weak. Show you onto your right foot. We are going to press you. We're going to mark you always. Connor Lemony Evans. Marking you tightly would be a good idea. Left foot is weak. This guy used to play for Torquay. I remember him. Not from in the game, but from just following Torquay over the years. Team selection advice. Replace everybody. He wants me to flip them. Why? Marshall plays better on the right. That's why. I remember now. Scott McGavin, McGavin Scott. So what difference does this make? Attacking playmaker versus a central midfielder. I thought I switched that already. Yeah, central midfielder attack. Attacking playmaker. Support. That's the way I have it set up. Match fit ready to go. Ali. Yeah, we do need to replace him because Dawes is injured again. Collins, are you match fit? He's not. Even though the coach of the under-21s told me that he would be fine by game time. So let's put in Karichanis. Dawes, you're not in. Where's my new guy? Where's my new guy? Da, 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 dee. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Not Johnson. Where's my new guy? Oh, I sent him down, right? I sent him down to the under-18s. Did he play? He's going to play today. He needs match fitness. What's my dynamics look like? Still look pretty good. Do 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 do. I'd rather have Ali on the bench. Because he is a good he can play anywhere up front. But then also, I think I'd rather have Brian can play on either side, but now he's tired because of that match. Let's see how people feel tomorrow. Can he play? Okay, well, let's bring him back then. Let's bring Ando back to the senior squad. Unavailable for next match. Unavailable for Torquay under 18s. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Put him in for Campos. But then I need somebody who can play Brian. Could play on either side. Let's see if he can get fit for tomorrow. Do 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 do. Can Jewett White come back at all? No, but Richards can. He can come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really don't want to play a backup goalkeeper. I really don't. I want another outfield player to be able to play there. Shoot more often. Thank you. I wish I could tell you to. Let's have you. Did we tell you to cut inside more often too? Yeah, cut inside with the ball. You, Mendy, you can cut inside with the ball. I want to shoot less often, but you can cross and dribble more and cross more often. That's fine with me. Duru, you're going to be the support wing back. You're okay at crossing, but you got no flair. And you can't shoot. So take fewer risks. Because you don't have any flair. You're not good at passing. Martin. You too. Crossing is okay, so cross more often. Dribbling's not great. Flair's not great. So you need to take fewer risks. Shoot less often. But cross. Cross. You do all that crossing. Too much training, huh? You think so? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rest periods. Some of this is my assistant too. But if you look, I mean, these are really light training days. These are not heavy training days. Under 18s match clash. Anybody need to play? No. You can put Sealy in. Sealy's complaining about playing time. Let him play for 90 minutes. I hope for a positive reaction. I hope for a win. We'll look at that after, I guess. Yeah. So have you guys seen this before? Let me ask you. Have you seen this before? This guy, Toby Collier? He dreads playing in big matches. That's why I don't I won't bring him in even for a trial. It's like a waste of time. I don't want somebody that dreads playing in big matches. He's got low determination. Look at his determination. This guy's going to be a bust. This guy does, Toby Collier. He's 22 years old, but he's got so much downside to him. Yep. Would be a terrific signing. Yeah, if he liked playing in big matches or if he had more determination. Yeah, but how can you tell what things are part? Because this is like cons, right? What does this mean here? Pros and cons, right? How can I tell that this is like, how do I know or not know that this is like a constant condition? It doesn't tell me that, but they can go away. The cons aren't permanent. So these are more permanent things. But for example, lack of determination. He lacks determination. Yeah. Okay, so those things can change. The cons can change, but the positives are basically there to stay. It sounds like. Okay, let's pat the boys on the back for a good week of training. Pretty much half the squad. Half the squad trains really well. The other half of the squad watches the half that trains really well get praised for it. Kobe, you're almost there. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So the determination too, maybe his determination is low because of the club that he's playing for. I gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, LaShawn. George Savage. He is savage. Keep it going, George. Thanks for coming in today. Corby, thanks for coming in and playing hard and training hard and Merc. What's up, Merc? Welcome in. Do you have any go-to player to buy if you are playing with low division team? Josh Amos. Ragtag, is that who I should buy? Look at Bobby Evans got an 8.4. He's the worst one in the squad. So let's go to the under 18 squad and start praising all of them. Does it show me training? Custom. Well, let me praise him. Stanley. $9.3. Good job, buddy. Bobby. $8.4. Good job, Bobby. Thank you for working so hard. $9.1. Solomon's out on loan. And Tully's on loan. Okay. How about the under 21s? Why does this show Lewis Collins on the under 21 squad? He's not under 21s. I don't know why it does that. I'm not going to worry about it. Name 6 here. English Club, my FM saves. I got a few names of free agents. I signed up. Season one of my save. So, Blessed, how high have you gotten St. Albans? Because you're just trying to get them as high as you can, right? How high have you gotten them to the? Oh, you've gotten them to what? Have you won the Champions League? You have, really? That is awesome. That's awesome. Well, I think Arsenal have a good chance. Um, because their midfield, they've got a really good midfield, especially with Zubimendi in there right now. With Zubimendi and Rice and Odegaard. Yeah, I don't know. You can't say that. I don't think you can say they're born bottlers. They got one of the best defensive lines in the league. Um, what's really going to be telling is who's their new striker? Not Sesko, the German guy. Um, yeah, Jokeresh. He's not. Is he German? I think he is. Anyways, yeah, he's got to have a good season. He's got to start scoring goals. He can't. Swedish. Yeah, I know. I mean, he can't wait to like the fifth game that he's in to start scoring. He's got to start scoring now. They've got to get a start. They got to win games. They got to get a start because Liverpool's already there, at least on their offense. Their offense is already coming together, and Salah hasn't even really got going yet. But the problem with Liverpool is their back line. I mean, Van Dijk is like he's making mistakes. Um, he's making mistakes, and um, unless they tighten it up, it's going to be tough back there. Their back line for them. Chelsea, they're going to be a force this year. Newcastle, if they can get Isaac back and playing, to kind of get past all that crap that happened in preseason. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy. If Arsenal's going to do it, it's not going to be easy. It's they're like you said, they're not going to be able to bottle games. They're not going to be able to do like I did in one of my recent games, and you can't go out and beat like a top 5 or top 8 team 4-1 and then 2-0, and then lose to the 19th ranked team 2-1. You got to show up for every game. You have to be ready for every game. You have to put it on the line for every game. Your head has to be in every game from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. You think he is going to Liverpool? I don't think they don't have to let him go. He's under contract. What time is it? 10 o'clock. What's my thing say? I'm gonna run an ad right here, guys, if it'll let me, and then I'm gonna take a break. I want to run upstairs and grab another drink, and then come back and go for maybe about another hour, 45 minutes or so. We'll see. So I'm gonna take a quick break right away, and we'll be back in a minute. Thanks for watching. I'm back eating some popcorn. I think Nicholas Jackson already agreed to a deal with, and Chelsea already agreed to a deal for him to go to Bayern Munich. Just love ginger ale, man. Canada Dry. Bomb. Yeah, Chelsea already agreed a deal for him to go to Bayern. You guys use do you guys use do you have a do you have a football app that you like to use on your phone? Now it's interesting because players out. Yeah, see, it doesn't show him going out yet from Chelsea. What's the news on Chelsea, though? Transfer rumors. Man United eye Amorim replacement. Says Manchester United have given serious thought over Ruben Amorim's sacking after a dire start to the season. Failure to beat Burnley this weekend could spell his demise. Real Madrid icon Zinedine Zidane and Julian Lopetegui, formerly of the Spanish Giants himself, as well as West Ham United and Wolverhampton Wanderers, have been identified as potential replacements for the Portuguese boss. Interesting. That's from Sports Illustrated. 9:15, day before game time. You don't think Amarin goes? Barnett and Boreham Wood. We are playing Sutton today, by the way. Everybody's ready to go except for Marshall. Mendy is not familiar in his role. Who's more familiar in that role, him or Ali? Ali, definitely. If I play Mendy up there, my familiarity drops. How much? Just a little bit. You don't think Amarim goes, huh? I tell you something, man. Jim Ratcliffe has to do something because Man United, on the scale of relativity, how relative they are and how meaningful they are, to the world of football. It's on the scale of like serious. Their relativity to the world of football is like on a serious scale versus the meme scale. The meme scale is like way up here right now. I mean, Man United is turning into a caricature of themselves at this point. They're so bad. They're just turning into a caricature of themselves. They're like Man United is a caricature of a bad football club. Yeah, Zidane could be the coach for years if he wins. Whoever comes in as the next coach, they got to start winning right away. Oh yeah, I know. He was tremendous at Real Madrid. But then he leaves, and was Ancelotti his direct replacement? Did Ancelotti come in right after Zidane left? I think he did. No, who was it? Yeah, past Ronaldo and past to Bale. Benitez was in there before, really. Yeah, give the ball to Bale and let him rampage up the left side of the pitch. Mm. That popcorn was good. Just what the doctor ordered. All right, let's see what's going on. What's going on, Doe? Yeah, I really don't want him. I guess I really don't want him playing with lacking sharpness. He can play in the under 21s here. I think I'd rather put Rowe up there in defense. Glover resumes full training. Oh, brother. We lost 3-2 to Newport County. That's fine. Fitness tests. Will Dawes can play. So put Dawes in there. He's much more familiar with that position. Um, Aiden Rutledge can play. Dylan De Silva can play. Psych can play. 60 minutes for Lewis Collins. So let's put Psych in. Is he in? He's in. Is Richards more familiar with this position? He is. I don't think Ronaldo's going to be a good coach. He's got his global brand and everything. He's got his global brand. He's going to be out, you know, making money. That's what he does. He's not going to be a coach behind a bench. See, the thing is that I mean, look at Man United's. You don't even have to go to I mean, not even their match at Grimsby. Look at their lineup at Fulham, where they drew. They got Cunha up top. They got Mount. So they're playing a 3-4-3, which is a 3-4-2-1. But they've got pretty much the same back three as they had last year, the same back four. Dorgu, Fernandez, Casemiro. Casemiro is still old. He was old last year. He was old the year before. He's old. Um, and then up top, they've got Mbuomo and Cunha and Mount, Mason Mount. Um, it's pretty much the same team as last year. They spent $200,000 or $200 million on three players, basically. When they needed to spend $200 million on like at least a half a dozen players, not including, I mean, yeah, Hoyland, Zirkland, Xerxes or whatever. Um, but they need they need to just scrap the whole team. They need to scrap the whole team, the whole system, and just say, I mean, I don't know what basic change Amarim has made. He brought in three players and what expects to win now. We're going to win. We were 15th last year. We're going to win this year with uh, Bayendier, who's not really a proven goaltender, at least not in the Premier League. And then we're gonna win with the same seven outfielders and three new players. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think Man United has got, unfortunately, I don't think they've hit bottom yet. I don't think they've hit bottom. I think they've got a ways to go before they hit bottom. Let's see. Mendy is he's satisfied with his play time. He's satisfied with his play time. Krask is playing really well. Who do I have over here that can go into Duru's slot? Brian. Brian's tired. So we're going to play. We'll put Krask in there because Krask can play in midfield also. I know Collins is probably going to be like, why ain't I playing? Look at Kurichanis. He's not that great over his last 5 games, though. He is gaining sharpness. Can I play him for the whole game, though? Will Dawes I can play. Rutledge I can play. De Silva I can play. Collins I can play for 60 minutes. Who's coming in for Collins? Ali. Duru could actually push up there if I needed him to, I think. Yeah, he can push up here, and then Krass could come in. But then Brian can play on both sides. He can play either side. So I need to have him in. Okay. Let's look at the familiarity. Play for set pieces. That's what the boss wants. Let's counter. They want to play a high tempo game. So let's high tempo pressing soccer. So let's play that, see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they've hit bottom yet, you know. Sure, go to a balance to start. Adjust instructions, Matthew Richards. Okay, submit the team. Very happy. He's happy to be in the squad. Okay, come on, you guys. Let's try to win this game. They don't give us much hope of winning, but let's try to win. What does the opposition think? I already changed this. How come this went back to the way it was? I already changed this for him. I came in here, I looked at the instructions, I changed his foot to his left foot. It said, mark him tightly, so I did. And I come in here and it's back to what it was before. I think that's a bug because it said to trigger a press on Jack Payne. I think when I clicked OK on that, it's reset this one. That's a bug. Okay, Jack, your right foot. Scott, I think we already looked at you. You're 5'8". You're not very strong. You're weak on your right foot. Is that what it said? Yeah. And then we're going to mark you. Jack, you are 5'5", not very strong. We're going to tackle you. Connor, 5'10", not too strong. We're going to tackle you. We're going to tackle everybody. Yeah, it'd be interesting if Ancelotti came in. Hey, Veggie, how's it going? Okay, short corner. Yep. Oh, oh, oh boy. I'm gonna go positive right away. Who got it? Rutledge? Was it a goal? Kind of a biff by the goalkeeper, huh? It was an own goal. So I wanted to look at. It looks like their goalkeeper. He is. It doesn't tell me how tall he is. He's strong on his left foot. So let's show him to his left foot. Let's trigger a press on him. First touch is not good. His first touch isn't good. His kicking's not good. It's kind of showed it right there. So we need to press him all the time. This guy is only 5'11". This guy is 6'3". 11 to 19. 8-16 heading. I wonder what kind of crosses. I guess we just go with mixed crosses. Okay. I can't really shout because we're ahead. There's really nothing I can shout about, but I would like them to shoot more, if that's at all possible. Shoot more often. Shoot more often, even though your finishing's only 10. Shoot less often because your finishing is 6. Let's just take that off of there. No, I want you to take more risks. Take more risks. You got high flare. You can take more risks. Cut inside with the ball. Dribble more, cross more often. Stay wider. Um, yeah, you can shoot more often. You can take more risks. It won't let you. Who do I think will win? I'd say La Liga, I'd say Barcelona. Champions League, that's tough to call. So much depends on it. Premier League, well, I'm a Chelsea fan, so I got to say Chelsea. Yeah, Mourinho won a cup. He won what, the FA Cup or the Europa League or something? I want him to pass more. Take that off. Yeah, I think Man United, they're way off of winning the league, I think. Okay, we got a corner, right? He tipped it over. Dawes got to that one. Press him. Press, 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 press. Press, press. Oh. Let's go attacking, man. We're dominating these guys. Community Shield doesn't count. 1.28 XG, so we got like 5 times the XG that they have. And like as soon as I go attacking, the highlights for me stop and start for them. Our focus on attacking set pieces in preparation for the match at least made some chances for us. That is great. Let's see. Only one long shot. That is a win. Corners, we've had 1922 set pieces. They have had 17. We've completed 5 crosses, won 10 tackles. Headers, won 19. High intensity sprints, almost, well, half as many as they've had, or half as many more. Third passes, progressive passes, ball share. I'd like to change that. Great. Don't switch off, man. I will switch you off, Dan. I will switch you off. Let's see. It's like in no man's land. You can't really praise them. Let's just go back to positive. We didn't get anything out of attacking for like the last 10 minutes of the first half, so what we can do is this. Look at their opposition. What's, if anything, has shifted. They haven't made any changes yet. This guy's on a yellow card. So he's 6 foot. He's only got 8 strength. Let's tackle him. He's fairly strong on his right foot, so let's show him over to his right foot. And maybe we can get him to get another booking. There's nothing happening. Oh, come on, man. What a cheap goal. Really, that's the way you got to do it, huh, FM? Let's give him a cheap goal. Pinball goal. Yeah, pinball goal. So Martin, are you back to not being switched off? Okay. Well, who is going to come off then? My goalkeeper's having the worst game. But I can only play you for 60 minutes, Collins, right? Isn't that right? It's right. How you doing, Dawes? You playing okay? You just do not have good stamina, Dawes. That's all there is to it. You only got 9 stamina. Yeah, you're just not very strong. I wonder what I want to do here. Both Collins and Dawes are struggling. I have to take Collins off because he okay, we're going to take off we'll put Duru up here. Put Brian on here. Let's put you on support. Put you on attack. Put you on attack. Duru, you are dribble more, cross more often. Let's have you, you can cut inside with the ball. Allie, we're going to put you on attack. We're going to have you cut inside with the ball, which you're already doing. Rutledge. Hey, we just made a follower goal, 130 followers. Thank you, Uber. Thank you very much. Just made our 130 follower goal. Follower. Thank you, everyone. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. Woohoo! 130. So who am I bringing off here? I'm bringing off Dawes and Collins. Let's give these guys a pep talk. See if you can score a winning goal. That's what I would do. If it was me. Go out and get it. Looked motivated. Focused. Let's go, boys. I'm playing Duru in a new position. I've never played him up there before, but needs must. Rutledge is having a good game. Duru's having a good game. Who's tired back here? He's motivated. They look motivated. They're all tired. Let's put you on attack also. And you can get further forward. Do 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 do. Press. Press. Overlap, overlap. Brian's overlapping. He's going to cross it. Got 3 guys in the box. Cross it. There it is. Ali. He he got some praise in his last game too for coming on and scoring. I don't know if he scored the winning goal, or the go-ahead goal. Hopefully it wasn't offside, huh? No, ref doesn't have his flag up. Oh, he's onside for sure. So let's go to balanced in possession. Let's just go to, let's waste a little time. We can not pass into space. We can regroup. And we're playing a low block anyway. Who would I hire for a head coach? I don't know. Who's available? 2-1 win for Torquay. Let's see. We had 17 shots, 5 on target. We about hit our XG. They out XG'd us though. Had 9 shots off target, 4 long shots. So free set pieces, we had 28, 38, 45 to their 33. Tackles 1. Had more headers 1. Average rating, they were just a little bit on the average rating. Final third passes, high intensity sprints. We had 50% more high intensity sprints than they did. But they kind of controlled the match in the second half. We'll take it. It was a hard fought win. A hard fought win. Well, I don't know who's available. At the beginning of the season, it's like 2 games in trying to find a head coach. I mean, that'd be worse than when they brought Amber in December last year? I think that was a mistake that the board made. They should have said, look, we're going to stick with Ten Hag till the end of the season. We're going to do a thorough head coaching search. We're not just going to go with this guy from, where was he playing before? We're not just going to go with him. Just he's kind of the hot article right now. I would have made a more thorough search. So we are 4 points still. With 13 games to go, we're 4 points out of the playoff spots. I'd have to look and see who's available right now. Former Premier League head coaches. Doesn't even have to be Premier League football. My daughter's making a little bit of noise. Make sure she's okay. He sounds okay. I better put soccer head coaches because my version of Android will not figure out that I'm talking about football. They're going to be telling me, like, well, there's a bunch of college football head coaches and NFL head coaches. Transfer market. I don't want to look at that one. Ranked top. Oh, of course. How about Klopp? Wouldn't that be something if he came back and coached Man United? Joachim Low, Ange Postecoglou. Number one is Zidane. Zinedine Zidane. How about Xavi? Roberto Mancini, Edin Terzic. Joachim Low. And Marco Rose, RB Leipzig. Yeah, it's tough to say. I tell you what, though, if I was a head coach, if I was any of those head coaches and I was offered the job, I would turn it down. Because Man United, the team, is not ready to win yet. I don't know why, but they're not ready to win. Player of the match, Ellie again, came on. Recent form. Key passes. Tackles. Tackles 1. Headers. Headers 1. 3 shots. 1 shot on target, which he scored. 2 interceptions. 4 fouls against. Now, let me praise you, Aiden. Okay. Thank you. I tried to praise him at the end of the last game, and he got mad at me. I don't think I played that well. Well, I think you did, so shut up. I think you played very well. I mean, he came on as a sub with what, 20 minutes to go? He scored. He had 3 shots. 1 shot on target with his head. He was at 7.7 rating. Is this guy belong to us? He's not on loan or anything, is he? No. I got to re-sign this guy. I got to re-sign this guy. He is good. You see in this last game? Let me show you. I think I had to bring him on. Yeah, I had to bring him on at halftime because Sealy was just not playing very good at all, and he's had a goal in his last 3 games. Yeah, I gotta sign him. Yeah, if I was like one of those top 10 managers that I was just reading off, I don't think I would take the job. Not unless I had like specific things from the board. This is what we're going to do. I'd go in there with a list of players. I'm not going to play with this. I'm not going to coach with this player or this player or this player. I think Fernandez needs to leave because he's talked about leaving and he's been interested in talking to other clubs. He needs to leave. He's probably the first player that needs to leave. You need to get Harry Maguire out of defense. Um, you need to get rid of Onana. I mean, it's going to be a total rebuild. It's not like bring in 3 players, bring in Sesko and Cunha and Buomo, and we're going to finish in the top 4. That's not the kind of problems that they have. They have problems throughout the whole club. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't take the job. I mean, not unless you got in writing, you know, these 10 things that need to change, you know. The whole culture of the club has just gone downhill. And even since Rutledge came in, not Rutledge, Ratcliffe came in, since he came in, they started like, telling they're like one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they're telling uh, their backroom staff or their analyst staff or whatever, their people that go out and knock on doors in the neighborhood and try to sell season tickets or whatever, telling them, yeah, there's no free lunch. You got to bring your own lunch now. Like, come on, give me a break. I mean, what's this? Ratcliffe's worth like how many billions of dollars? You can't throw a little of that money around your team? I mean, come on, give me a break. How cheap can you be? Let's see. Fortune players suffered defeat against Torquay in a surprising mild afternoon at Plainmore. It was a surprisingly mild afternoon. We are recruitment focus completed. 2 recommendations. Reagan Riley, we're scouting him, right? And we know something about him. Says he's fairly ambitious. We have extensive knowledge of him. I think I think he was in the team. Yeah, he's in defensive midfield for them. When's his contract up? He's playing till the end of the year. I probably don't have any money though. I'm currently spending 41,247. My committed spending is 41,247. Oh, I can put some more money now into my okay. How much do I want to put in there? Let me see how much well, my payroll's covered now, at least. You know what? And I got to get going. 6 o'clock comes awful early in the morning when it's 11 o'clock at night. um, what do we just got the one game in today? Lost to Boston. I think that was this afternoon. We beat Sutton. So in the last 15 points, we've got 12 points. So last 15 on offer, we got 12. So that does put us 12th in the Vanarama National League. But we're only, like I said, we're only 4 points out of the playoff picture. So it would be really crazy if we got into the playoffs and we won the playoffs and we got promoted to League Two. That would be crazy. But how are my boys looking? We don't have another game for a week. What's my training look like for the next week? I think I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest them. They've all been, really high injury risk. I want to get it down. Taking the day off. And then so this is a pretty heavy day. This is a really heavy day. So, see, I don't know why the game does this or why your assistant manager does this, but but you can see here physical, physical, physical. Uh, they have a lot of physical, and some of these I've taken out. They've got a lot of physical work, and my understanding is that, and look at this, physical and quickness. These are both really high intensity things. Endurance, another high intensity, and then you've got overall and defending. My understanding is that the physical work is you're supposed to do that primarily in the preseason, not during the season because it tires the players out during the season. And here you've got endurance, quickness, resistance. It's too much. Like right here, 2 days after a match, let's do a real physical in between this one and this one. No, we're going to rest right here. It's my assistant coach doing this, my assistant manager. So this next week, actually, this is going to come over here because I want this to be reserved for the specific match. Like last one that said we should work in the transition period to restrict them when they're getting control of the ball and going on attack. So that's what we did with this one. So I want to leave this one open always. Do 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 do. How about we do, and we haven't done this in a while. How about we do a attacking patient, attacking direct, and then arrest. And then this one we're going to do what do we need to work on the most? Quickness? Or endurance? Or possession? Possession, attacking. This is pretty good. And then this one over here, get rid of the physical. Okay. Gunthorpe is 13th. Okay, guys, I think that's going to do it for me. Let's save the game. I'm tired. Been up since 6. Yeah, I've been up since 6 a.m., so it's a good day, though. The family had a nice day. So we're blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm 69 years old. I was married. How old was I when we first got married? My first wife and I were married for about 11 months. We were together for about, let's try to remember here, getting the Wayback Machine. We're together for about 2.5 years. We got married, had a baby, and we split up. And she she went back east to be with her family, and she took our daughter with her. And then I stayed here. And then 5 years later, we got remarried after being divorced for 5 years. We got remarried, and we were married for 16 years. And then she got cancer and she died. And then I was single for 10 years, and I realized, you know what? It was interesting because where I worked at a customer service desk. And I remember, like, within a few months after my uh, first wife, she was my first wife and my second wife. After she passed away, I remember um, an older gentleman came up to the counter and we were talking and stuff, and he was telling me that his wife had passed away recently. And I didn't get into a conversation about my wife, but as he walked away, I could see how sad he was and how lonely he was and stuff. And I just thought, I don't, I was in my late 40s at the time, and I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I want to have somebody, you know? I was used to being in a relationship, and I want to have somebody. I want to be in a relationship, you know? I don't want to be alone when I'm that age. And so, like, 10 years went by, and I dated and, went in different relationships and stuff, and just nothing really worked out. And so I just decided, you know what? I need to do something because I'm 58. I need to do something. And so I found out a friend of mine from high school, he had married a Filipino gal. Um, and him and I had lost contact for a long time, but found out he had gotten married, him and his Filipino wife, they were still together. So I went online and I started looking, and I met this lady, and she was really young at the time. She's about 40 years younger than me. She's 30, I'm 69. And as soon as I saw her face, I was like, wow, she's beautiful. And I just sent her a message. Hi, we were on this website. I said, hi, I'm so and so. I mean business. I'm not a player. I'm here to find a wife. I want to get married and, be married and have companionship until I'm gone. And she responded kind of the same way because she had been in a relationship, an online relationship with somebody who went there to meet her and hurt her and disrespected her family and stuff like that. And so she said, if you're serious, we can talk. But if you're not serious, just forget it because I'm looking for a serious guy. So I was serious and she was serious. And we started talking. And that was in February of 2015. And it's interesting because if you hear stories about issues that people have with long distance relationships like this, with with um, with having trouble with the paperwork, and with you have to go through this process and this process and this process and this and this and this. And from the day that we met around Valentine's Day of 2015. She came into the country on February 16th, 2016. So it was almost 1 year to the day from the day that we met online to the day that she came into the U.S. with me as my fiance to get married. And I know, you talk about people and issues that they had and stuff, and I know that God's providence. I mean, God is God, and He is sovereign over His creation, and this is part of His plan for our lives. And so he made it happen. Boom, 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 boom. No problems. No problems. And so she came into the country. We got married. Supposed to get married within 90 days. We got married within the 90 days. Um, we she got pregnant. We had our daughter in January of 2019. She became a citizen, U.S. citizen, and learned how to drive a car in the same year. So she's very intelligent. Um, and I can point to her marrying me as a proof of her intelligence. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, so she learned how to drive a car, got her driver's license, and um, became a U.S. citizen in the same year. And all that while having a full-time job, and taking care of our daughter, helping me taking care of our daughter, helping me take care of the house, all that stuff. Um, so what was the point of all that? They do. Yep. What was the point of all that? Besides, I'm tired. um, it was, let's say something about, yeah, so I'm, I guess the point is I'm 69 years old. My wife is 30. My daughter is 6.5. So I'm tired. Yep. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, it's we all have a story to tell. And people used to ask me about it's like two different lifetimes. I had a lifetime before with my first wife, and my and we I have a 43-year-old daughter from that relationship. And now I have a new lifetime with my 43-year-old daughter and my, current wife and my 6.5-year-old. So it's interesting though, because, when my late wife passed away, I got insurance money. So the first thing I did with the insurance money is I paid off our house. So I don't have a house payment. Haven't had a house payment for 20 years. But when you know people at work, we would talk about finances and stuff like that, and people would say, so how much is your house payment? And I'd say, I don't have a house payment. They'd be like, what, you rent? I said, no, my house is paid off. They'd be like, oh, you lucky. I'm like, no, I'm not lucky. The reason my house is paid off is because my wife died and I got insurance money and I paid off my house. I would gladly live in a one-bedroom apartment with my wife if she had survived, and I would have given up everything else that we had for her to survive. So no, I'm not lucky that I don't have a house payment. I'm God worked out everything so that if she did die, I wouldn't have a house payment. And that's what I so my current wife, we don't have a house payment. And my current wife, my wife being from the Philippines doesn't necessarily understand about insurance and stuff. And she doesn't get the whole big picture of insurance and why you have insurance. And I've told her, don't ever, ever cancel the life insurance that you have on me. Because I think she's got like $150,000, $200,000 life insurance policy on me. I'm like, don't ever cancel that because I'm going to die someday, you know? And when I die, you get this money. She's like, yeah, but it's like 80. It's like, $160 a month or something. I'm like, when I die, you get $200,000 just from the insurance policy. Don't cancel it. So, anyways, I could talk and I probably would talk, but I shouldn't talk because I'm tired. Um, yeah, but I love my family. I think that was what I was going off on because yeah, we have a really nice family. You know, we really love each other. Olivia's a wonderful little girl. My wife's a wonderful wife. Like I said today, I gotta tell my wife tomorrow, like I said today. She made homemade chicken soup again today. She made it last week and she made it again today. And it has chicken. And the way she makes it is she doesn't just like um, cut up chunks of chicken from a boneless chicken breast and put them in there. She buys two bone-in chicken breasts and she cooks them with the bone because that's where all the flavor is. In meat, if you're ever going to cook like a soup or a stew or something like that, cook it with the bones because that's where all the flavor is. So she made the chicken soup she made today was chicken, vegetables. She made it with, I think there's some onion in there. There is celery, carrots. There is garlic, and some spices, and some, I think, some bouillon, a few bouillon cubes. And I had two bowls of that. I mean, I had two pretty good sized bowls of just the soup with noodles. Yeah, I love soup. I'm such a big fan of soup. And it was noodles, so she cooked the noodles separate. She kept them separate from the broth so the noodles didn't get too wilted or, too overcooked or whatever. So she cooked that and with the noodles, so chicken noodle soup. And I had two big bowls of it. And I got to tell her, it wasn't heavy. It filled me up but it wasn't heavy. I probably could have eaten a third bowl and still not feel like weighed down. You know how some meals are like heavy, they got potatoes in them and they got, it's a lot of starch and stuff like that. This was just so good. And I didn't feel weighed down. I didn't feel heavy. I felt satisfied. I wasn't hungry after I ate. So, yeah, ad break started while I'm talking here. Um, so yeah, guys, I should have started the ad maybe a while ago. Yeah, my dad made a really good turkey noodle soup. He would make it every year after Thanksgiving. He would take the carcass of the turkey. He'd take the carcass of the turkey and he would make it into a stock and he would add the vegetables to it and whatever turkey he could was left over. Yeah. And it was like one of the best soups I've ever had. And I love soup. I told my wife tonight, she's like, "You sure you like this?" I'm like, I love soup, and this soup is delicious. And the thing about soup is, I will eat soup any time of year. I will eat it when it's 100 degrees outside. I will eat it when it's, 10 degrees outside. I will eat it anytime. I love soup. Um, yeah, it's so much flavor that she cooks into it. It's amazing. I really got to get going though. It is what, quarter after, so I can get about 7 hours of sleep if I go to bed right now. Now I want to take. I got to make sure that Yeah, I do not want to keep these scouting reports up to date because I have a feeling I don't want these guys to update all of these players and stuff because we're only into February. We've got about 2 months of the season left. I have a feeling I might run out of scouting money before this is all over. The transfer. How come I can't offer him a trial? I don't know. Anyways. Okay, guys, I gotta run. Thanks for watching. I'm not gonna do my regular outro though. I'm just gonna say goodnight and head out because it's late. But I will say wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And we'll see you next time. I will be on tomorrow morning here, Mountain Standard Time in the U.S., around 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S. So stop in, say hi, watch some suboptimal gameplay, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.